was sacked 9 times. Now, those 9 sacks for 67 yards or negative 67 yards, that means that the Bears passing game threw for 1 net yard. 1 net yard. Now, this isn't all on Justin Fields. The 9 sacks, obviously, he was under major league duress. Only David Klingler, I don't know if you guys remember him, Wonder Boy at the University of Houston, first-round pick. When he made his rookie debut 29 years ago, he was sacked 10 times. That's it. No other rookie's been sacked more in their debut than Justin Fields. A lot of this is on Matt Nagy, the coach, and that woeful offensive line. Obviously, they didn't protect him, and Nagy didn't get him on the move. Where were the bootlegs? They didn't use the tight ends enough. That could have been a nice safety net for Fields. So a lot of it was out of Fields' hands, but still, in the 3 halves that he's played, it's been ugly. 138 yards total, 40% completion percentage. And as we said, I said, and Wild seconded it last week, Nick, maybe Nagy's seeing Justin's not quite ready. I get it, he's in there now because Dalton's hurt, but Dalton hasn't been this bad behind that same offensive line. And I'm not saying Fields won't be ready. It may be next year, though. I'm just saying that we can't throw every single rookie in there when they may not be ready. Some will be ready right away, and others won't. And so there's no harm in letting a guy learn like Trey Lance is doing in San Francisco under a veteran quarterback, and then he goes in there second year more prepared. I'm just saying that this lends credence to my thought that Fields hasn't been looking good in practice, and Nagy knew he wasn't ready, especially, not to mention the last point, Nick, maybe Nagy also is like he's going to get destroyed behind that offensive line. And I don't want to get the dude beat up and the offensive line's
terrible.
You know.
The offensive line's terrible, and Nagy took blame after the game the way he should have. But there is no defense for the game plan they had offensively against the Browns. It was as if they found out at the opening kickoff, oh my God, we have Jason Peters at damn near 40 playing left tackle, and they have Myles Garrett. They had no plan whatsoever to deal with the Browns' defensive front. That was, to me, more about coaching than about quarterbacking. But, yes, I agree. Listen, you and I were talking about it. We couldn't, every time we looked at the Browns-Bengals game, Justin Fields was running for his life. But this is called eye-openers. So I'm going to mention a guy who I thought maybe actually that would have been the advice I would have given him. Open your eyes. Stop playing with your eyes closed. And that's Wild's guy, Mac Jones. Oh, boy. So here's the thing. I was advocating for them to take the training wheels off. Unfortunately, I'm here to report they did, and he careened off a mountaintop. We're going to get reports later in the show if he's okay. So, look, they let him try to throw the ball a bit downfield. It didn't go so well. We had pick after pick after pick. You had the one nice play. Hey, good for you. Golf clap. So here's the thing. When the offense is so constricted and it's so minimized, it takes one bad game and all of a sudden you're having a terrible season. Remember when Justin Fields had all-time record completion percentage? Well, now he's 19th this season. Remember when he was taking care of the football? Well, now he's 29th in rating. Wild's only 5 quarterbacks in the whole league have more interceptions than Mac Jones. And I'm not saying this was, you know, a precursor or a harbinger of things to come. But there is a game that 7 months that you spent, I'm going to tell the audience, $7,642 on tickets for, much to the chagrin of your wonderful wife, who I won't mention her name because, by the way, also, sidebar, I had to take a call from one of Wild's wonderful children this weekend heckling me as well, yelling at me for mentioning him on the show. So I'm not going to mention any more Wild's family members by name. But Wild's not a great little preview of Bucks Patriots, which you're so excited about. I'm glad they took the training wheels off for Mac Jones. I'm sad that he not only skinned his knees, but I think he might have lost an arm. Now, it's his right arm. Maybe he got to throw him with his left arm. I don't know, but not great for Mac Jones yesterday, my friend.
Okay, look, training wheels came off. You were right, and we crashed in the side of the road. That's okay, but then what happens? You get back on that bike. you get back on that bike and keep running. You keep pedaling. In this case, Mac Jones was hit 11 times, pressured 20 times. Those are unofficial. The official stats of my charting was pressured almost every darn time. There's just white jerseys all over Mac Jones. So look, next week, since you mentioned next week, and Belichick's already doing interviews about next week, Tom Brady also wasn't focused on the Rams. He's thinking about next week. Here's the thing. When did Joe Burrow get his first win? Oh, week 4. How about Justin Herbert? Oh, his 4th start. It's Mac Jones' 4th start. Big win coming up in Foxborough against the Bucs. Take it to the bank,
That's the
folks.
second doofus.
Oh, your own buddy Kevin Wilds hasn't led you
literally already has a win.
I'm not
Make your
counting.
point, whether it's right or wrong.
I'm saying first
Let him
big
make
game.
the point.
First big win. First big win.
Big
That was
win.
against the Jets. I'm not.
Quantify.
You know that I don't count those Jets wins. You know I don't count those Jets wins.
Okay.
Rookie versus rookie, they both go out the windows.
Yeah.
Okay, the one that caught my eye,
Go ahead.
another great Patriot quarterback, kind of struggling. Jacoby Brissett. We're going to go look at Miami versus the Raiders. Jacoby Brissett with this play call. I don't know about this one. I know he doesn't call the plays per se, but this is a questionable one. When you're pinned back in your own end zone, Miami's up about 14-0 on the Raiders. The play is coming, don't get me wrong. He throws a pass out to Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle is in the end zone, and it's a sack. This is the first time, according to Pro Football Reference, that there has been a completed pass and a safety with no penalties in the history of the NFL. Now, Jenna, I think there should be a new rule put in where you just have either a normal fan or perhaps a youth football coach. And the offensive coordinator has to run each play by this person just as sort of a stopgap and say, hey, we're going to toss out this little screen here to Jalen Waddle. And the Pee Wee football coach would be like, nope, that's not something I would call for my kids. You should not call it either. You should just run the ball and get out. Didn't do it. History was made in Las Vegas, Jenna.
If this was on
Never
the
seen it
Giants,
before.
what would everyone be doing, Kevin Wilds?
You're lapping up, but Joe Judge still running laps.
The story we wanted to talk about. We are in Kansas City with the once mighty, the once oh so powerful, the once top of the heap Kansas City Chiefs, a Chiefs team who, after another loss yesterday, this one to the Chargers, now find themselves, clear your throat, Jenna, last place in the AFC West. Yesterday, the story was turnovers. 4 of them for KC. That is rare. 2 of them from Mahomes, also rare. That combined with a near flawless day out of the young gun Justin Herbert, 281 yards. What do you have, 4 touchdowns? And the Chargers pulling off the rare upset over the Kansas City Knicks. Chiefs, sorry, Nick. After the game, Patrick Mahomes on the very unfamiliar territory now for his team.
Everybody's not happy with how we played. It's when you take a loss to a division opponent at home, it's not usually a good thing. We haven't done a lot of that at my time here. So it's just how you respond. I mean, we got a long season ahead of us. It looks real dim right now, but if you can find a way to get better from this and find a way to win these games at the end of games, we'll be where we want to at the end of the season.
All right, so I mentioned it, but it feels more real as a visual. Here is your visual. Here's a look at the AFC West standings. You got your Raiders and your Broncos still undefeated. You got your Chargers, and then if you could squint your way down to the bottom of that list, way down in the basement there, you got your Kansas City Chiefs at 1 and 2. All right, all kidding aside, Nick, A, our condolences, but short-lived, and B, is it time to be worried about your Chiefs, honestly?
All right, so I know Jenna, Wilds, Broussard's waiting for the answer in this. America, is Nick going to be concerned? And the answer is, as I straighten and fix my tie, the answer is this. I am incredibly concerned. I am very concerned that the Chiefs will lose every game